In the heart of the Russian winter, high in the Ural Mountains, a group of experienced hikers mysteriously disappeared. The Dyatlov Pass incident is one of those unsolved mysteries that continues to capture the imagination even decades later. In this episode, we'll explore the harrowing details of their journey, the shocking discoveries made by the research teams, and the strange theories surrounding this mystery that has been unsolved for more than 60 years. The story begins in January 1959, when a group of 10 experienced hikers from the Ural Polytechnical Institute in Sverdlovsk, Russia, set out on an expedition into the northern Ural Mountains. Led by Igor Dyatlov, a 23-year-old engineering student, the group consisted of 8 men and 2 women, all passionate about extensive hiking and camping experience. Their goal was to trek through the challenging terrain of the Ural Mountains, reaching a peak known as Kholat Syakhl, or Dead Mountain, a name whispered with fear by the local people. Despite the harsh winter conditions, the group was well prepared and equipped with warm clothing, tents, food supplies, and other essentials for survival. On January 25th, the hikers took a train from Sverdlovsk to the town of Ivdel, the starting point of their expedition. From there, they traveled by truck to Vizhai, a small settlement on the northern edge of the Sverdlovsk region. Before their journey into the wildness began, Yuri Yudin, one of the Dyatlov group, had turned back due to his illness. As they made their way deeper into the wilderness, the group encountered the rugged beauty of the snow-covered landscape, navigating through dense forests. They documented their journey through diary entries and photographs, capturing moments of triumph and friendship amidst the harsh conditions of the unforgiving winter. However, on the night of February 1st, something went terribly wrong. The hikers, who had set up camp on the slopes of Dead Mountain, never reached their intended destination. The howling winds blew across the abandoned slopes of Kholat Syakhl, bringing with them an unsettling silence. It's been weeks since the Dyatlov group was last heard from. Concerned relatives and authorities launched a search and rescue operation, hoping to locate the missing hikers and bring them to safety. Rescue teams faced the challenging terrain, their hopes fading with each passing day. Then, a shocking discovery shattered the frozen silence. There was the abandoned campsite of the Dyatlov group on the slopes of Kholat Syakhl with no sign of the hikers anywhere in sight. Their tent, which was supposed to be a refuge for them, was abandoned on the mountainside, slashed open from the inside, offering a glimpse of the chaos that had unfolded. Their luggage was scattered randomly. Their warm clothes lay untouched, and a sense of urgency hung in the air. It was clear that the hikers had fled the tent in panic, but from what? As the search continued, about a mile away, the first bodies were found. Partially clothed and bearing the chilling marks of hypothermia, the scene painted a grim picture. But the deeper they ventured, the more unsettling the situation became. This wasn't just a story of people submitting to the harsh weather. The remaining bodies were discovered scattered across the mountainside. Several hikers had suffered bizarre injuries, fractured skulls, crushed rib cages, and even missing eyes. The cause of death for some remained a mystery, while others showed signs of radiation exposure. These unsettling details defied explanation and fueled a growing sense of unease. Over time, several theories have emerged. Were angry nomads responsible for this tragedy? That's a question that haunted investigators early on. The Mansi people are indigenous to the northern Ural region, where Dyatlov Pass chills our spines. They've lived there for centuries, respecting the land and its secrets. So, the theory goes, maybe the hikers unknowingly wandered into sacred hunting grounds or disturbed a Mansi ritual site. This could have angered the Mansi and led to a confrontation. Sounds plausible, right? But hold on a sec, investigators searched for evidence, signs of a struggle, weapons, but came up empty-handed. Then there's the peaceful nature of the Mansi themselves. They're traditionally known for respecting others and avoiding violence. The lead investigator, Lev Vozrojdeny, eventually dismissed the theory. He pointed out that the force of the blows and the lack of ripped clothing just didn't match a human attack. From other points of view, two members of the Dyatlov group have been the focus of particular speculation. Why was Semyon Zolotaryov, a 37-year-old veteran of World War II, attached to this group of young students and graduates? Furthermore, is it significant that a few years earlier, Yuri Krivonishenko helped clear up a radioactive leak at a secret Soviet nuclear facility? According to one theory, Zolotaryov and Krivonishenko, and potentially a third hiker, were working for the KGB and had joined the Dyatlov trek to rendezvous with CIA agents in the Ural Mountains. While handing over radioactive materials and fake nuclear secrets, the Russians were supposed to take photos of the American agents. The theory goes that the CIA men realized what was going on, leading to a fight breaking out and the eventual massacre of the Dyatlov party. However, there was no concrete evidence to support claims of espionage or a KGB operation gone wrong. Another theory suggested that the hikers may have unintentionally stumbled upon a military testing ground or witnessed experimental aircraft, possibly of extraterrestrial origin. Proponents of this theory suggest that the Soviet military or another government agency may have been conducting secret tests in the area, leading to the hikers' deaths. However, due to the limited concrete evidence to support the UFO military weapons theory, it remains speculative. Critics argue that natural phenomena or other more plausible explanations are more likely to have caused the incident. Legends of the fearful snowman or Yeti have haunted the Himalayas for centuries. Could this mythical beast be connected to the Dyatlov Pass tragedy? The Ural Mountains, where Dyatlov Pass is located, have their folklore of giant ape-like creatures, similar to the Yeti. Some speculate that the hikers may have encountered one of these creatures because one of the photos taken by the hiker's camera showed a blurry figure believed to be a Yeti, which led to their deaths. Like many other theories, there was no physical evidence to link the Yeti to the incident. The investigation found no footprints or any other signs of a large animal. Furthermore, there's no scientific proof of the Yeti's existence, and the harsh environment of the Ural Mountains wouldn't be suitable for such a large mammal. Yet, the Yeti theory adds a piece of mystery to the Dyatlov Pass case, even if it's highly unlikely. Finally, the avalanche theory is one of the more acceptable explanations for the Dyatlov Pass incident. An avalanche is a rapid flow of snow down a slope, such as a hill or mountain. Avalanches can be triggered spontaneously by factors such as increased precipitation or snowpack weakening, or by external means such as humans, other animals, and earthquakes. Destroying buildings, trees, and other objects in its path can be extremely dangerous and destructive. It can also bury people and animals alive. Anyway, this theory was initially dismissed because the slope where the tent was pitched appeared too gentle for a major avalanche. Later, the possibility of a slab avalanche was introduced to give a scientific explanation for the incident. Slab avalanche, which can occur on slopes as gentle as 30 degrees like the slope from the Dyatlov Pass incident, is the most dangerous type of avalanche. It happens when a layer of compacted snow sits on top of a weaker layer. If the weak layer can't hold the weight of the slab anymore, the whole thing slides down the slope like a giant sheet of snow. These are very powerful and can bury people and objects completely. The possibility of katabatic winds did not exclude strong downslope winds common in mountainous regions. The theory suggests these winds might have loaded the slope above the tent with additional snow, creating the unstable conditions for a slab avalanche. Even though digital avalanche models with appropriate data have shown that a slab avalanche could have plausibly occurred during the night, many unanswered questions still haunt the silence. Why there were no signs of significant snow displacement or debris consistent with a major avalanche? What about the injuries that are more consistent with blunt force trauma or high-velocity impact rather than compression injuries typically associated with avalanches? How does the hiker's tent was found cut open from the inside instead of being buried by snow? How do the bodies not align with the typical behavior of avalanche victims, who are usually found clustered together along the path of the avalanche? Even the weather records from the time of the incident indicate that there were no extreme weather events or significant snowfall in the area that would have triggered an avalanche. The Dyatlov Pass incident is a tragic story of 9 young lives cut short. While the cause of their deaths may never be fully understood, their memory lives on. The hikers ventured into the wilderness to challenge themselves and explore the beauty of the natural world. Let their story be a reminder to appreciate the power of nature, to prepare for the unexpected, and to remember those who have lost their lives in the pursuit of adventure.